Hi, on the previous video, we have created two texts. One of them is in the opening scene where we put title. And in this video, we are going to put a web URL. I want to put your web URL in the opening scene. The title text is scaled to fit the screen. So basically it's a big text and position at the center of the screen. The text is based on the file, it's using file as a source. So I'm gonna open, I already have the file open here. I'm gonna show it to you.
OBS-title.txt-OBS.
This is the first line.
OBS tutorial blank.
Blank, the first line. Second line.
How to make.
How to make. The third line.
OBS tutorial.
The fourth line.
Videos.
The fifth line.
Blank.
So the source file has two empty lines at the top and at the bottom where we use them to make padding at the screen. So we don't want the text to be right at the top edge and the bottom edge. So we make empty lines. Now in this video, I want to put a web URL of whisker.org at the top center of the title, and the size is not as big as the title text, but it has to be readable. So last night I checked about the size, and I think the size that's pretty easy to read for sighted user or for low vision is 64 or 72. So we're gonna use that size. Okay, I have my OBS here open.
OBS 2.8.1.2 left paren.
Now I want to focus to the scene, to the opening scene. Press tab, press tab, start full key, press tab. I'm going to press Alt tab to
OBS-title.txt-note. OBS 2.8. OBS.
Press tab. Okay, now I'm going to press escape several times. Press tab several times. It doesn't work. So if I confused right now, I'm going to turn off the OBS.
OBS-title.txt-
I'm going to open again the OBS.
OBS Studio left paren. OBS 2.8.1.2 left paren.
Now the OBS already open. Now press tab.
OBS 2.8.1.2 left paren. 64-bit comma.
Press tab.
Audio mixer window. Grouping.
Audio mixer. So I need to move back in. Press Shift and Tab.
Sources window. List. Text colon. Title not selected.
Shift tab.
Scenes window. List. Opening.
This is scenes window. Opening. We already focus on at the opening scene. Now press tab to move to the sources.
Sources window. List. Text colon. Title not selected.
Text colon title. That is the name. Text colon title. Now press up or down arrow to verify is there any other item in the list. No. Now add text. We have discussed this on the previous video. Now we're gonna do that in the faster way. Show the context menu by pressing Fn key and right control key. Down arrow.
OBS 64 window. Add collapse.
Add right arrow.
Application audio capture left paren. Beta right paren.
Now press up down arrow until we find text.
Scene. Text left paren. GDI plus right paren.
GDI plus. Now press enter.
OBS 2.8.1.2 left paren. 64-bit comma.
This is the
Windows right paren. Dash profile colon. Standard dash scenes colon. Tutorials window. Create / select source dialog. Create / select source dialog. Add existing radio button not checked.
Press up arrow.
Create new radio button checked.
Create new radio button. Press tab to rename.
Edit selected text left paren. GDI plus right paren.
I'm gonna name it text.
T E X T.
Colon.
Text colon space.
URL.
L
Now I'm gonna press tab.
URL. Make source visible checkbox checked.
Make source visible, checkbox checks. Now press tab.
OK button enter.
OK button enter.
Properties for tick text : URL tick dialog font Arial text transform color number
Now we are in
opacity
the
background.
property dialog. This is the property for the text. Now press tab.
Grouping.
Grouping is the selected font. Press tab.
Select font button enter.
This is select font. So after I press this, the dialog will show, which allow user to change the font setting of the related text. Now press enter.
Any list. Pick a font dialog Arial font regular font style size writing system list Arial.
However, unfortunately, some of the input in this font dialog is not accessible. So the first input is the font family Dropbox. It's like a Dropbox for the font family selection. So we can choose like Arial or Tahoma or Verdana or other font family. However, the screen reader does not read this if you focus. We're gonna show it later. The second input control is like drop down tool, but it's for the style like bold or regular or italic. I think I've seen italic. That's the second one. Unfortunately, this is also not gonna be read by the screen reader. The third one is the size. This is also a drop down. The maximum size is 72, and below after that, and prior to the 72 is 64. So I'm going to use the value 72 to make it easy to read the URL. The next one is checkbox. It is readable. We're gonna go through each one by one. I'm gonna press tab.
List regular.
Regular. This is the second checkbox. The second drop down. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna press escape to close this dialog, and I'm gonna press the button again.
Properties for tick text : URL tick dialog font Arial text transform color number
The property dialog, press tab.
Read from file checkbox not checked.
We already missed the button. Press shift tab.
Select font button enter.
This is select font. Press enter.
Any list. Pick a font dialog Arial font regular font style size writing system list Arial.
So Arial is the selected font right now. This is the first drop down. Now if I press down arrow,
list regular.
it doesn't
list regular.
read the currently focused font family. For you who visually impaired or still can see the screen, I'm gonna magnify the screen so you can see what happened. So what is happening right now?
Font. Pick a font.
Our system currently focus on the first drop down, which is font family, but it doesn't read that font family if we press down arrow, for instance. So I'm going to press down arrow.
List regular.
It's regular. It reads the next drop down. What happened right now is the system selected the next font family in the drop down. So currently the one that is selected is Arial rounded empty bold, but it doesn't read that font family. Now I'm gonna press down arrow again.
List regular.
Still it doesn't read, so we cannot know what font family that is currently selected.
List regular.
So the only option, I think, there are two options for the font family. One as help from our cited friends, or just
list,
move,
regular,
use up arrow to the top for family,
list,
hold it for a long time. The first one is
list,
I think it's pretty
normal,
okay. The name of the first one is 8514 OEM, and I think it's not bad. So you can choose the first one, or the second one is agency FB.
list, regular,
From top, we still cannot know what's the font family, so I will choose the top
list,
one, right? That's an accessibility issue. Now press tab to go to the second drop down. Press tab. Currently, our system focus on the style. The option is normal, bold, italic, and I think there's something down there, but I don't know.
list, 15,
Okay, I'm gonna try to move the font style, select by pressing down arrow.
List, 15.
Bold. It moves to bold to the second option after check of the drop down, but the screen reader reads the third drop down, which is the text size. If I press drop down again,
list, 15.
it still reads 15. But what really happened is our system currently focused on italic on the drop down. Now I press down arrow again.
List, 15.
15. So it keeps reading the value from the third drop down, which what really happened is our system is still focused on the second drop down, which currently bold italic. So we don't know the current value of this font style. Or maybe how about if I move the focus back to the first drop down, press shift tab.
List, 8514 OEM.
Oh, it reads the font family, the currently selected font family if I move back. But if now our system is focused on the first drop down, now if I press down arrow,
list, regular,
it reads the second option, which is regular. So we can work around this by by moving to the other focus. What I mean is if we want to check what is the value of the second drop down, we can do it by focusing on the first drop down. And if we want to read the first drop down, we can do it by move the focus from the second to the one. Okay, let me check. Let's say I wanna, this is how we are currently focused on the first drop down.
List, regular,
which we don't know the font family. Now I'm gonna press tab to focus to the second. It doesn't do anything. Now I'm gonna press shift tab.
List, Algerian.
Currently is Algerian. Font family is Algerian. So that's the only way to find out the name of the font family. How about if I wanna make Tahoma? I'm gonna press T.
List, regular.
It reads the second drop down. Now press tab to focus to the second. Now press shift tab to go back.
List, Tahoma.
Tahoma. That's the first Tahoma. Yeah, I didn't know about this. I just wanna find this out when I record this. Okay, we succeed getting Tahoma. Now we're gonna focus to the second from the second style. Press tab.
List, regular.
Regular. How about if I move down?
Bold.
Bold. Down is bold. There's no more. Oh, on this example, it can read the second. On the previous one, few seconds ago, it doesn't read the second. All right. Bold. I want Tahoma bold. Now press tab to move to the third, which is font size.
List, 6.
6. Press down arrow.
7.
7. It works all right with the third drop down. Now press down arrow.
8, 9, 10,
Down
11,
arrow.
12, 4, 6, 8, 24, 26, 28, 36, 48, 72.
72. This is the biggest font size using this dialog. We can make the font or the text bigger, but not in this dialog. We have to do it manually in the transform method, but we are not gonna cover that now. 72 is good, big enough to be read by people for the sighted user. Now those were 3 inputs or control. Now the fourth one, press tab.
Effects grouping. Strikeout checkbox not checked, Alt plus K.
This is the grouping of effects. The first one is checkbox, strikeout. So if we check this, it will style with strikeout. I'm gonna skip this, leave unchecked, press enter.
Underline checkbox not checked, Alt plus U.
Underline, I'm not gonna do this too. I'm still leave it unchecked, press enter, press tab.
Sample grouping. Sample edit selected ABBYYZZ.
Sample, this is a visual sample, so we cannot do anything here and only for sighted user. Press tab.
Writing system combo box any down.
Writing system is the writing system of the, I forgot the term for the example, is like Latin, Greek, Arabic, Hebrew, the alphabetical system, I think. So we're gonna use any, or maybe press down arrow.
Latin, list,
Latin,
list.
but I'm gonna
72.
use any.
List,
Yes.
list. 72.
So just leave it as it is. Now press tab.
OK button, enter.
Okay, press enter.
Properties for tick text colon. URL tick dialog font to home bold text transform color number FFFFFF opacity background color number 000.
So we have choose the font family and the font size. That's all we want to do for now. We want the size 72. So we have finished with this property dialog. Press escape to close it.
Settings change dialog. There are unsaved changes. Do you want to keep them? Question. Save button, enter. Save button, enter.
Save
Settings
button,
change
enter.
dialog. There are
Press
unsaved
enter.
changes. OBS 2.8.1.2 left.
Now we want to position the URL text to the top center. Make sure our system currently focus on the sources doc.
Audio mixer window. Grouping.
This is audio mixer. I just press tab. Now press shift tab to go back.
Sources window. List. Text colon. Title not selected.
We currently focus on the text title. Press up arrow.
Text colon. URL.
This is what you want, text URL. Now show the context menu by pressing F10 key and right control key. Now go to the transform submenu. We can press T as in transform, as in tangle. T.
Edit transform ...
This is the
submenu.
Press down arrow.
Copy paste transform, reset transform, Control plus R.
I'm gonna put it vertically, no, horizontally centered.
Rotate 90 degrees C double, rotate 90 degrees C, rotate 180, flip horizontal Alt plus H.
Oh yeah, by default the text is aligned on top, so top align, so we don't need to do anything for the vertically. We only need to do horizontally, to center it horizontally, and by default it's already on top, on the top edge.
Flip vertical Alt plus V, fit to screen Control plus F, stretch to screen Control plus S, center to screen Control plus D, center vertically.
Center vertically, no.
Center horizontally.
Center horizontally.
OBS 2.8.1.2
okay.
left paren.
Now we've already put it top center, and it has size 72 and has font family Tahoma. Now I'm gonna visually verify this.
Select font.
Are we able to do
OBS 2.8.1.2 left paren. 64. Minimize.
Okay.
Magnify. Minimize move.
Right now
OBS
the
28.1.2
font, I
left
cannot
paren.
see the
64
font
dash
at
bit comma.
all.
Windows. OBS 28. Select
Oh,
font.
I forgot one thing that very important. We have not typed in the text with the URL. So I need to focus on the URL.
Audio mixer window. Grouping.
Press Shift Tab.
Sources window. List. Text colon. URL.
Text colon URL. Show the context menu. Press down arrow to reach the property at the bottom.
OBS 64 window. Properties.
Press enter.
OBS 28.1.2 left paren. 64 dash bit comma. Window.
Now press tab until we find text box.
Grouping. Select font. Read from file. Edit blank.
Edit blank. This is the text box. Now I'm gonna type in whisker.org.
WISCER. Whisk.org.
So this is the URL of the website, the whisker.org. Now press escape.
Org. Settings change dialog. There are unsaved changes. Now do you want to keep them? Question.
Step.
Discard button enter. Cancel button enter. Save button enter.
Save. Press enter.
OBS 28.1.2 left paren.
Now I'm gonna visually verify. Is the text?
OBS
yes, the text is placed and look like what I wanted. Not too small and not too big. Whisker.org. So you can use these steps that I have shown in this video to make like a top text. Like you can put URL or maybe your name or your blog or everything else. Maybe you have a website and you have a blog, you have multiple URLs. You can put it here in this text box. Just press enter between the line on the text so you can have multiple lines. Or maybe separate it with spaces or with a pipe. You can do that. Or maybe you can put it at the bottom center so it doesn't block or collide with the text. On the next video, we are going to, I want to make the URL distinguished by changing the color from white. By default, all the texts are white, but I'm gonna put color yellow maybe in this URL. And then after that, I will going to make video to put image to beautify the opening scene. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Oh yeah, if you have some questions or some ideas about topic of this OBS that need to be covered for visually impaired or blind users, so please leave comment down there. I'm gonna try to bridge the gap between the OBS and the NVDA screen reader, so we can use the OBS using the NVDA without having to look at the screen. All right, thank you. Bye bye.